Greetings everyone, my name is De'Ara Riley and I'm here to inform you on generalized anxiety disorder. Picture this, you've studied the night before a test and you've prepared, you've done all that you can, and it's test day. The teacher's going around handing out tests and she gets to you and she hands you your test. Your palms get to start sweating, your hands start to jitter, you start sweating profusely, and you have increased heart rate, and you just start to wonder if you're really prepared for the test and everything that you studied has gone out of your brain. And this is just one word, anxiety. And all you need to do during this process is just breathe. Today I'm going to talk to you about signs and symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder, diagnosis and treatment of generalized anxiety disorder. According to NEEBS Mental Health Nursing, signs and symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder include worry, inability to relax or enjoy yourself, or a quiet time, muscle tightness, fatigue, insomnia, restlessness, cold chills, feeling tense and focusing on things that you have no tolerance for, uncertainty. To be classified with generalized anxiety disorder, you must be experiencing a constant state of worrying for at least 6 months. Now, 6 months may seem like a long time, but that's how long you have to start worrying in order to be classified as having generalized anxiety disorder. And you must have at least 3 of these following symptoms, such as irritability, muscle tension, difficulty concentrating, sleeping disturbances, easily fatigued, and also restlessness. And now that you know about signs and symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder, we're going to go into the diagnosis. Now, there is no clear-cut cause of what causes generalized anxiety disorder. All we know is that it's closely related to a disruption of the amygdala, which is the emotional control center of the brain. GAD, also known as generalized anxiety disorder, also plays a part in genetics. I know that your chances of having generalized anxiety disorder increases if you have a family member that's already diagnosed with it. And to be diagnosed with GAD, you have to have a mental health provider assess you. They also will assess the length of time that you have been suffering from excessive worry and anxiety, difficulty controlling your anxiety, and how your anxiety interferes with your everyday life. So you may just have an episode where you're going around, you're doing normal day things, and you just all of a sudden have an anxiety attack. After diagnosing this problem, then that's when we introduce treatment. And with treatment, you have therapy and medications. Now, therapy and medications, that's like the baseline for treatment for all mental disorders or anxiety disorders. You're always going to get therapy and you're always going to get meds to cope with your whichever mental disorder that you have. Psychotherapy is one of the treatment options, and according to PsyCom, cognitive behavioral therapy is a very common method of therapy, and it's proven to show great results in people who have generalized anxiety disorder. So that right there is a great thing. And the drugs that they treat generalized anxiety disorder are antidepressants and anti-anxiety medicines. And with antidepressants, even though antidepressants are shown to help with depression, they've also been shown to help with anxiety disorders, which is something that I learned. So, all in all, anxiety, it's more of I guess, when you're going about life, we're all expected to have some anxiety, whether it's you interviewing for a new job, taking a big test, or wedding day. We all have some good anxieties, and then we have people who are unable to control their anxieties, which brings them into generalized anxiety disorder. Now, there are also some other natural ways to help reduce anxiety, and those are like your stress management techniques, which are like yoga. You can also eat a well balanced diet that contributes to reducing anxiety and helping with generalized anxiety disorder. So even though you have anxiety disorder, it's perfectly natural. Everybody has this anxiety, but some anxiety is more in depth than other anxieties. And that's when you'll get through it. You just breathe, and we're all human. We're all like, everybody bleeds the same, and we're all human. And that ends the anxiety informative speech.